All right, let's talk about a process that's happening inside you right now. Or at least, it really should be. We're going to dive into this incredible built-in system your body has to clean, repair, and literally reset itself from the inside out.
So let's start with a fun idea. What if every single one of your cells, and remember, you've got trillions of them, had its own little professional organizer? Someone who just goes in, sorts through all the clutter, gets rid of the junk, and recycles everything useful? Well, guess what? Your body has exactly that.
And it's called autophagy. Now, it literally means self-eating, which I know sounds a little weird, maybe even a bit scary, but trust me, it's one of the absolute best things your body does for you. Just think of it as the ultimate cellular recycling program. It's a quality control system that's essential for keeping you running at your best.
Okay, so let's get into the details. What exactly is this cellular cleanup crew doing all day? And more importantly, why is it so incredibly fundamental for your health?
So this process is always on the lookout, hunting down worn-out cell parts and dysfunctional proteins. The cellular equivalent of a broken appliance. But it doesn't just toss them out. No, it breaks them down and recycles the raw materials for energy or to build new healthy parts. This is absolutely critical for keeping your cells in balance and clearing out the gunk that can slow you down. And get this, it's also one of your body's most powerful built-in anti-aging tools. So, how does this all work? It might sound like it's going to be some super complex molecular biology, but really the whole thing can be broken down into a beautifully simple three-step operation.
Okay, so first up is collection. The cell identifies the junk, maybe a clump of messed up protein or a faulty power generator. Then a special membrane, kind of like a cellular trash bag called an autophagosome, forms and wraps all around it. Next, transport. This full trash bag gets shipped off to the cell's main recycling plant, the lysosome. And finally, recycling. The bag fuses with the recycling center, and powerful enzymes just break down all that waste into basic building blocks, all ready to be used again. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's incredibly efficient.
But, and this is the crucial part, this powerful system isn't always running. In fact, for many of us living in the modern world, it's almost never running. With constant access to food, 3 meals plus snacks, our cells are just so busy processing all that incoming energy that this essential cleanup process gets put on the back burner. We're basically and unknowingly keeping the off switch held down. So, if this system is so important, the big question has to be, how do we flip that switch back on? How do we let our cellular cleanup crew finally get to work? Well, the science here is overwhelmingly clear. The single most effective way to fire up autophagy isn't some expensive supplement or a complicated diet, it's just giving your body a break from food. Simple as that. Now sure, intense exercise can give it a little nudge, but the real trigger is fasting. For most people, autophagy really starts to ramp up after about 16 to 18 hours without calories. That's when your cells sense the drop in nutrients and get the signal to stop focusing on growth and, instead, start cleaning house.
And this right here illustrates the whole concept perfectly. It's like a simple on-off switch. When you're in a fed state, constantly eating, your cells are focused on growth and storage. This switch is off. But when you enter a fasted state for a while, that lack of incoming fuel flips the switch to on, and that's when the deep cleaning can finally begin. Now, scientifically, this switch is controlled by a protein pathway called mTOR. Just think of mTOR as the foreman on a construction site. When building supplies, all those nutrients, are plentiful, the mTOR foreman is active, telling everyone to build and grow. But as soon as those supply trucks stop coming, the foreman tells the crew, all right, halt construction, time to clean up the site and salvage whatever materials we can. Fasting suppresses mTOR, and that's the green light for autophagy to start its work.
Now, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture for our long-term health. Because this isn't just about cellular tidiness. This has profound implications for preventing disease. Yeah, a growing body of research is connecting impaired autophagy to a pretty frightening list of conditions. When cells can't clear out those damaged proteins, they can build up and become toxic, which is a key feature of neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's. It's also being linked to certain rare genetic disorders, muscle diseases, and even a weaker ability to fight off some viruses.
So the takeaway here is really powerful. Learning how to activate and support this natural process, well, it's not just some trendy biohack to get more energy. It is a proactive, fundamental strategy for maintaining your health at the deepest level, for promoting longevity, and for building real resilience against disease. Which really just leaves us with this final thought. Your body has this incredible, intelligent system for self-renewal. The only question is, are our modern habits getting in its way? Are we giving our bodies the quiet moments they actually need to do their most important work?